Hello, hello, hello.
Currently still upcoming.
Auto stop. Stop streaming. I have the option to stop streaming.
I feel like that's how we always figure out.
Question.
I feel like that's how we always figure out that we're actually streaming, is just being like, I see the option to stop.
Yeah.
So we should be good.
You would think after 19 episodes.
Listen. You would think that like YouTube would just be easier to work with, you know?
Yeah, this stuff, it's the future. Come on. Why doesn't everything just work really easy automatically?
Are we live? We are? I'm not seeing it, Jeremy.
I just brought it up.
You just brought it up?
It says upcoming here.
Yeah, I'm still getting just upcoming. Well, is Jeremy in the future? Is
Roast
Jeremy
Battle
in the future?
Cleveland live stream. Jeremy is from the future.
I'm exhausted.
Roast Battle.
God
Yeah,
damn.
there we are. See,
Shit, we're here. We're here, guys. Hey, wow.
We've been here for 81 seconds ago.
Jesus Christ.
That changed while I was looking at it. I've never seen that happen before.
81 seconds of us just going, are we live? Is this... This sucks.
That's how every episode starts.
I know, but I
That's-
don't like it. When it happened the first few episodes, I was like, surely this will get better.
Yeah. No, it didn't.
Whatever.
What do you what's going to happen? Who knows?
Who knows?
Welcome to the best damn Roast Battle podcast, period. My name's Chris Paul. Tabitha Jones over here.
Hi.
And Jeremy Shear.
Hi there.
What are you doing?
What are we doing? It's the end of the Roast Battle season for the year.
It is.
It
We
is.
done.
We had our last show. We've talked about our last show. We weren't really aware it was our last show. We ended up
Yeah.
canceling Halloween.
Yeah, we ended up having to... it's just a big night. Halloween on a Friday, there's just too much. Too
Yeah.
much happening.
And several of us have kids that they want to take trick-or-treating, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to get to hand out candy for the first time in like 9 years. I'm
It's
excited.
also this part of Ohio, the weather just changed here. I'm in such a foul
I was just about to
state of
say...
mind.
When you were like, where have you been? where have you been, Tabs?
Yeah.
I was just like, the second it got into like the 50s
Yeah.
and lower, I was just like, I can't bear to leave my house.
Yeah.
I can't
As
bear.
soon as it is
Yes.
dark at 7, 6:30, 7 o'clock,
It
I'm just
kills me,
I'm
and it's just gonna get
done with it.
worse. It's just gonna.
Yeah, it's like dark at 5 here
Yeah.
most of the winter.
Yeah.
Love it.
We're gonna have
4:30, 5
daylight
o'clock.
savings time is coming soon.
Oh, of course you do. You live under a rock.
Shut the fuck up, Jeremy. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're a specialized kind of fat that can exist when it's hot. You know what? I get it. I don't like my skin rubbing against itself. I don't like being damp and sticky, you know? But you find a fucking pair of shorts that work for you and you soldier on, okay? You soldier on, and guess what? Your hands aren't chapped. Your hands aren't cracked. Your lips aren't
you
cracking.
wanna know what else? You know what else he told me that he likes about winter
What?
is not paying for the higher electric bill for the AC.
You bitch.
And
I would gladly pay a few dollars extra just to be a little cool, a little nice and cool.
yeah, when it's hot out,
When
you can
it's
go
hot
out
out.
there. I prefer it hot, but I was in Georgia growing up, and it was like 90, was normal
I'm just
for
like-
8 months out of the year.
When I get too hot in the summer and I need to cool down, I pop in front of some AC and I'm cool within like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
When it's the winter time or even the fall like it is now,
it takes forever to warm up.
my hands have not been warm for the last 7 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, like, they never warm up.
Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. We don't keep our hands inside our asshole where it's
Yeah.
warm all the time.
Yeah, sorry we don't keep our fucking hands inside of our asshole where it's warm all the time,
Maybe
Jeremy.
you should
said
start.
It, Chris. No. No, I won't. You have pockets in your clothing for a reason, Jeremy. Stay out of your butt pocket, you freak.
No, my butt pocket is made for warming hands.
Oh, stop it, Jeremy.
You started the idea.
So, anyhow, Halloween.
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 It's Halloween
I do like
Eve.
Halloween. I
I
do like
love
that about this
Halloween.
time of year. I like looking at the trees and stuff right now.
Oh yeah, I parked under the most gorgeous tree the other day.
The sun hits it a little different.
It was like all the other trees around it, like leaves turn like orangey, yellowy. This one tree just like the brightest red leaves. Gorgeous.
We're gonna do a whole podcast about autumn.
Please, please. I feel like
Seasonal depression.
I love October. I just watch so many fun, scary movies. I'm always watching scary movies, but it's just like now you pick the ones that have like the fall feel to them.
But they break them out. You know what I've noticed the last couple of years is they so like HBO Max has all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Mm.
They remove them
Yes,
most
they
of the
do.
year.
Yep.
And you have to pay for them, and they
Mhm.
break them out in October again.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate that, but
No.
I have the DVD set anyways.
It took a few Octobers of being really frustrated with not being able to like just regularly stream certain movies and having to like pay for them. Just be like, I'm going to the fucking record exchange. I'm paying $5 for a DVD.
Yeah.
And now I always have it. Fuck
Yeah,
this shit.
because now they'll just remove things from your like account,
Yeah.
or they'll merge, and then you won't get your old stuff that you've already paid for and shit
so
like that.
annoying.
Everything is annoying now. I don't know if I'm old or I think that capitalism is reaching a like, but that's a different podcast.
Oh yeah, that's an entirely
it's
different.
just everything's
We're
falling
talking
apart.
about Halloween. Ooh, spooky.
What are you guys dressing up as?
I'm just gonna wear. I've got a pair of skeleton pajamas, so I'm
Right
probably
on.
just gonna wear those.
I'm staying in. We got bunch of stuff to do today, and then I'm taking the whole weekend off. I
Hell
don't have
yeah.
any shows booked. It's like the first free weekend I've had in months.
Sick. Sometimes
Uh,
you need it, man.
Yeah, I mean, good problems, right? But
Yeah.
I've just it's been like out of town here like all month.
You
and
need you time.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Enough of the adoring audiences everywhere I go.
I've run into this predicament where it's just like I really like Halloween. I love Halloween. But like I don't really go out like I used to. I don't really drink that much anymore. So that like really kind of excludes like the general like going out on Halloween kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I never have friends that have like Halloween parties or anything. And I don't have enough space to host my own Halloween party. So now it's like, it's been like 8 years, 7, 8 years since I've actually dressed up as anything for Halloween, like putting in any effort.
Yeah. The last 2 years I did my Freddy Dice Clay bit,
Yeah.
but I didn't do it this week, and I'm not going anywhere, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen this year.
The last time
Which is for the better. I posted the jokes that I do as Freddy Dice Clay on YouTube once, and I got people reacted as though I was an actual child molester. Bragging. They were all like, "You piece of shit."
Fuck you.
And granted, Freddy is a pedophile, so the jokes are.
About being a pedophile.
Yes. Imagine Andrew Dice Clay is a
Pedophile.
undead, demonic pedophile.
Let me tell you, last weekend went to the last open weekend of this season at the drive-in, and they played Nightmare on Elm Street. and The Evil Dead. And man, Nightmare on Elm Street is still, to this day, just like, what a treat. What a
It is
fun movie.
1 and 3.
That's what I hear.
2 is fun. It's good, but it's not scary because it's like
It's gay.
it's very well. You're giggling at how blatantly gay, like open, like it's not even trying to hide that it's a weird metaphor that like. And I don't know what the metaphor is supposed to mean or anything, but it's definitely something gay.
Yeah, I've never
It's-
seen the second one, but I watched a whole documentary about
Yeah.
the second one.
He's inside of me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I follow that guy. The actor is like very much now. They all really embrace it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was the gay Freddy movie.
Yeah.
But at the time, like even the director was like, yeah, I don't, you know,
Oh.
people say that. I guess it's there if you want to read into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, dude, this is so.
No, this is the gayest Freddy
Yeah,
movie.
this is the only thing as gay as Freddy 2 is the Ang Lee Hulk movie. The Ang Lee Incredible Hulk is just one big gay metaphor for.
Jeremy, you asked us what we were dressing up as. What are you dressing up as?
I haven't decided yet because I'm supposed to be going to a thing tomorrow night,
Uh-huh.
but like all of my costumes are, well, they don't fit anymore.
Well, I'm
So-
not surprised.
Well.
Fat old Jeremy over here.
Can't even the Santa Claus suit's too tight.
Well, the Santa Claus suits are all over here.
And
Just be Santa for Halloween.
I can call Jeremy fat because I put on my jeans from last spring and they are much, much too loose.
Well, good for you.
Fantastic.
Good for Tab. And
If
I
you
don't.
were,
I'm not even on a
If you're here for roast battle stuff, we got none. We're on a. This is like it's the end of the season. There's one more week of submissions. We'll talk about it the whole season in
End
the
of the
next
season.
week or two. I think we're gonna do like a top 10 battles, like our stuff, like that kind of
Ooh.
thing soon.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll do some content like that, but also we've got like 6 more, maybe 4 or 5 more of the live shows that I haven't posted yet that
Sick.
still have to go out. So
Very cool.
if that's how you follow us here, there are more shows coming, new ones. We're gonna do a couple during the off season, and yeah, we'll do this, but I don't know what this is gonna be during the off season.
It's
I
gonna
think,
be Us being pals and yapping.
well, we might just record instead of doing this live version, and we'll record like the old podcast or something and do that.
That's true.
Maybe we'll do that during the off season, and then we'll bring this live show back when the season starts.
Sick.
'Cause yeah, this was meant to be kind of updates on our roast battle shows. So
Yeah.
Kinda.
and as well as whatever free form and Tabitha bringing up movies and stuff.
Movies and
instead,
TV. Tab loves the movies and the TV.
but anyways, yeah, today is like one of those days in school where you're like there's just nothing. You're like in between lesson plans
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Mm.
We've had our season. We've had all our shows that are gonna be submittable for this year. The last one I think is Jeremy and Sam Rossi.
Yeah.
That's the one more. We'll see what happens next week. We got to do RBL Weekly. We ran the main channel podcast this week.
You guys were.
Jeremy, Kyle, and I. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I wasn't available because it was my birthday.
That's true. I told Jeremy after, I was like, damn, we should have did a birthday. Shout out. Tabitha is 28 years young today.
You should have.
Yeah,
You should
But-
have.
we forgot.
Oh wow.
I talked to you that day. I forgot during the podcast, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys didn't forget my birthday.
Just to be clear.
This whole past 15 minutes would have had a much different tone if the two of you forgot my birthday.
Yeah.
I would have brought a gun with me.
There are guns in the studio.
There would be police outside right now. Poor Dylan would probably be watching at home and be like, I guess I got to call the cops on Tabitha because she is going to murder these men on live stream.
Do you think he would call the cops, or would he help bury us?
Oh, he would.
He would turn you in 100%.
Oh, I would say he would with tears streaming down his face. He would call the cops. He would be devastated. But I've seen the way that man handles a bee that won't get out of his face. He is not going to help me bury any bodies. No, sir.
I suppose I'm the friend that has to, because I can deal with bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No, Dylan's moral compass is too strong. Stop saying I'd call the cops. Aw.
Yeah,
Dylan.
don't call your husband a cop caller.
Oh, that's true. Dylan. Okay, Dylan is watching. I actually did not think Dylan was actually watching. Interesting. And it was a yellow jacket. Sure, yeah, it wasn't just a bee that was in his face. It was a yellow jacket.
Much
The
worse.
dangerous one.
I
I
don't
was,
think it was a yellow jacket. But Dylan, okay, you're in the chat. What would you do if you were to say tune in and your wife that you love dearly was threatening to kill Chris and Jeremy on YouTube live stream? I'm genuinely curious now what you would do.
And it's the both of us, not one or the other.
Yeah, it's both of you.
Yeah, if it was just Jeremy, I think we all
Yeah.
know the answer.
If it's just me, it's just like, oh, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Watch, he logged out after that because he was mad. I said that he was just freaked out over a bee.
Mm-hmm.
You're serious? Question mark.
Yes.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? I'm waiting for you.
We're making content, buddy.
Dylan. Forever. Okay, so for
I
everyone
was
not
I
cur-
was at a I can't say which one. I was at a kind of gross funeral home, and
Ew.
they had a wasp nest in the ceiling, and a wasp flew. I moved a thing, and wasp flew out from under like something where there was a body. It flew out and got underneath my glasses, and was like. Bouncing, trying to get out, and I had to like throw my glasses off my. It was insane. It was a dead person hornet, and it was under my glasses.
Just thumping against your
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Dylan said he would drive down. You gotta cut those cams before you do anything. Okay, so maybe Dylan is more ride or die. Okay. I'm sorry I said that you were scared of just a bee, Dylan. It probably was a yellow jacket, and it would have stung you in the eyeball like Chris almost got stung in
Don't
the
say
eyeball.
these things about your husband. You're gonna get us all killed.
I forget he loves me so dearly that I leave, and he's like, there's a chance to watch Tabitha. Let's just watch Tabitha like she's
You're
hanging out
also
here.
forgetting, no matter how nice we all know Dylan is, he is a sort of middle-aged white guy, which means 1,000 times more likely to murder us all.
That's true. That's true. My
mean,
scenario.
we all are.
Damn. He said he was just looking out for my career. Kiss emoji. I love that the chat is just my husband. This is my ideal chat. This is just old Dill. I made Dylan watch Killer
Must
Clowns
be
from Outer
nice.
Space. He didn't want to watch it because he thought the clowns were gross.
It's a classic.
It's so good. It's so funny. And that song, that's Killer Clowns from Outer Space song. But
I
Dickies,
think there are scenes in it that are actually unsettling.
Yeah.
That are like
100%.
very much a horror movie.
Yeah, but it's dope.
Just the when they just find that tent, just
Yeah.
it's just there.
Oh yeah. It's so incredibly like otherworldly and eerie too.
Mm.
Ugh, we've been doing this for 20 minutes, huh?
Clowns are very wet.
Yeah. It really is like all of the shots, it would just be like the clown doing something like menacing, like something kind of funny, and then people would be like, ha 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 ha. And then they'd get a little bit menacing, and then people would be like, oh no. And then they'd turn those people into cotton candy, and then it would just be a shot of the clown just being like,
It's so gross.
for like 10 seconds, and then next scene. My favorite bit is their balloon animal bloodhound. That shit's hilarious.
The balloon animal blood. Oh yeah.
When they're like trying to find them the first time they get out of the tent, and the one makes a balloon animal dog, puts it on a leash, and then it's like
like
it's sprinting them down by their scent. That's so fucking funny.
Is the nose and the balloon knot?
What?
You know, the nose of the dog. Is it a balloon knot or is it just,
Is that the nose? I don't remember
I can't
that
remember.
specific bit, but you just wanted to say balloon knot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Don't say
Have you
dog
seen
and
it?
balloon knot.
long time ago? There was my days of watching intentionally bad movies are over.
When
okay.
my youngest was
Don't.
8. I'm gonna do this on the podcast and tell a story about my kid.
Okay.
She was like 8, and it was near Halloween, and we were talking about horror movies, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space anymore." And I was like, "Why not?" And she's like, "Too much killing." And I was like, "Yeah, I think maybe there was."
Yeah, I think maybe. Shit, girl. my cousin Chris, he's a year older than me, but he's incredibly autistic. Has an accoutrement of developmental delays, but his big thing is he fucking loves Chucky. He loves Chucky so much.
It's the best.
Chucky is his favorite. His birthday is October 23rd, so it's like perfect time for him to like have a birthday as a Chucky fan. He's getting nonstop Chucky shit.
Nice.
But he constantly, if you bring up Chucky, he'll just go, Chucky bad boy. Yeah, it's his favorite thing.
My oldest was terrified. Still doesn't react well to Chucky stuff.
Oh yeah.
He snuck onto the steps and watched it when he was like 5 when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And he like
Fucked him up.
Yeah, he was he was on the steps like in a ball crying when I went upstairs. And his aunt had a roommate one time that had a Chucky doll.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like in the kitchen when they were moving out and stuff, and he like walked by, and I saw him look at it, and like this was like a couple of years later.
Yeah.
And his like he turned pale.
Oh my god.
And was like,
oh no.
I know it's not real, but why would you even have it?
Yeah.
Why would anybody even have
Why would
it?
you even have it? Oh yeah. I thankfully I was I don't have any memories of this happening, but I'm sure there was some brain impact. But being probably, I was like 3-4 years old. I was old enough to figure out how to put my tapes in the VCR. And I would wake up before my parents because they were drug addicts. And I would have free reign of the house by myself. And I would usually just get up and I'd put like my Barney tape in or like my Beauty and the Beast in or something. My mom wakes up one morning and she goes walking through the kitchen that leads to the living room. And she's like, and I just hear screams coming from the television. And I had put in the Hellraiser tape. And I was so terrified I couldn't get off the couch to turn it off.
Yeah, Hellraiser's a crazy one.
Yeah.
When you're young. Yeah, I remember that one
Baby.
being very scary.
Too crappy.
Yeah. Very bloody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The whole mattress scene in that first one, and ugh, the lady with no skin.
Yeah. And I'm like 4. Like 3-4 years old. Just chilling. Just trying to have a chill morning. Just have a chill morning, taking care of myself.
When I was young, we were like we were in church, and like it was like we're still religious and everything, and the scariest movies to me were always like The Exorcist and like
Yeah.
anything dealing with like demons or like the devil and stuff was like I couldn't
Too
deal with it
much.
because everybody around me was telling me it was real like
Yeah.
the rest of the week
Like it's actually going to happen
like
to you.
at church, and you just know Christians believe in like familiar spirits and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
they think psychics are like real, but they're like getting their information from the devil and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're a wacky bunch.
A wacky old bunch.
Every one of them.
I think wacky is the most polite way you can put it.
Jeremy, what's your favorite
Yeah.
scary movie?
My favorite scary movie, the first Saw.
Okay, the first Saw is very good.
Yeah.
It's it did not like scare me, but I saw it at a time where I had a family, and I kind of related to the whole like you were going so crazy that you were going to saw your own foot off
Yeah.
thing. So it affected me very deeply,
That first
and that's
Saw's
the
good.
last time that I remember
You
reacting
wanted
that
to-
strongly to a movie.
You wanted to saw your foot off to get away from your family.
I didn't have to saw my foot off to get away from my family.
It was, I was married when I saw it, and I was like, I would saw my foot off to get out of here.
Mm.
I was a kid when I saw it, and I was like, wow, this is scary.
Mm.
Yeah.
I have nothing to relate to.
I remember movies like that, like when the first time, like I haven't had that feeling. I always know what's going on now, but that feeling you get the first time you see the guy get up
Yeah.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Saw, or like
oh, shit.
any like a good twist that you didn't see coming.
Mm-hmm.
The Secret Window, it's like a Johnny Depp
Johnny Depp.
in
movie.
a
Yeah.
Stephen King movie. That one got me.
Mm.
Where I was like, oh shit, I didn't catch that. Didn't notice.
See, not really like horror adjacent. That's why I like watching that Only Murders in the Building show, because just every season is investigating a different murder, and like every season I've been like, I didn't see that shit coming. Oh my god, holy shit.
Yeah. There were a whole string of movies like Fight Club where you're like, oh wait, he is the guy. And
Yeah.
then they did it in like 3 or 4 different horror movies where
Yeah.
the main victim turned out to be the actual person doing
Yeah,
Which came first, Sixth Sense or Fight Club?
I think it was Sixth Sense.
the thing. I think Fight Club, but I would consider those very different twists because
Well, I mean, those were like the two big twists of the
Yeah.
like, early 2000s.
But
like-
you've also got to think too. Fight Club was a book first.
Yeah, that's true.
there's also a I want to say it was like De Niro or somebody was in a horror movie where he was. It might have been somebody
Godsend?
else, maybe. Where he turns out to be the guy that they're all like. He's like protecting his family from some guy that's antagonizing them, but it turns out he was doing it the whole
It's
time.
him.
It was like his split personality or something.
Oh.
I don't know. They used that device a handful of times after Fight Club and like a bunch of sort of like come and go horror movies at the time and stuff.
So The Sixth Sense came out in August of '99, and Fight Club came out in October of '99.
Okay.
But the Fight Club book came out in 1996.
Okay.
What a time for movies to just like see it, like have two movies kind of within like 2 months of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, we're blowing your fucking mind.
Yeah, I saw Sixth Sense with my high school girlfriend.
Damn.
We had gotten back together for a couple of months.
M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong.
It's not that hard to
Went
say.
too far with what was the name of the Village, where it was just like the
They were-
twist is like, just kidding, it's not really a period piece,
Yeah,
you idiots.
yeah, they're an isolated village. I remember watching that with my family.
Spoiler alert.
My dad getting so mad.
Yeah.
Pissed as hell.
Yeah, that one and Signs, where the big twist is that they can't handle water.
I love Signs.
These dumbass aliens.
I love Signs. Don't get me started on Signs. Also, earlier, you said Killer Clowns from Outer Space, an intentionally bad movie. I do not think it is intentionally trying to be bad, just that it is basing itself on movies from a certain period. And if you are to watch it, you will see that there is a great amount of care and love put into this by those three wacky ass brothers.
Fair enough.
They made the Critters.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I think there's intentionally bad, but I think that's most B movies play that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the camp is they're campy.
It's
is
so
a better
campy.
description, because I don't think they're trying to be bad.
No,
I think
yeah.
camp is just a different. It's its own category.
That's accurate, but I think there's some movies where it's like they try to pass it off as camp, but it's just bad. Like the
Yeah.
Jack Frost horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some that just lean into it because that's what their budget is, but that's where it all sort of comes from, anyways.
I will say Killer Clowns from Outer Space, serving cunt with a K. 100%. That's camp.
Serving
Lord.
camp.
There you have it.
Where are we at here?
What time? It's 7:20.
That is.
Everyone's gonna start rolling in soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
We should point out
Bye.
we do have one thing coming up. If you are in the Cleveland area, the Tuesday night mic at Spotlight, which
Yeah.
starts at 8:45 every week, we'll be having 3 joke roast battles every week. Our first battle will be Bill Squire versus Julia Mary.
And
Oh, yeah.
Darjan Bentley versus Nicole Rasa battle we had scheduled during early in the season that got postponed.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah, those are just gonna be like fun, just for fun. We're not really filming or anything. If you're a comic and you do it, you can film it if you want, but just make sure your opponent is fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a casual roast battle.
Yeah, it's like I think I mostly like the guys and girls that do it all the time. I think we'll have fun like with some low pressure like writing
yeah.
and where it's not like
Try some shit
trying
out.
to get it on the countdown every time
Yeah.
you're out and stuff. So I don't know. I thought it would be fun, and then we are gonna. Kyle and I were talking about sometime in December. We're looking at maybe doing a free roast battle at Spotlight for like a big party, like holiday show.
Okay, sick.
So we'll have like a best of kind of thing and some pizza and stuff, and
Nice.
or maybe if Corinne's back.
Yeah, hopefully she's back by then.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. I guess the best way to if you're interested in any of that, is to follow the Instagram, and we'll share what we're doing there.
Yep.
So yeah. All right. Thank you.
Bye.